Welcome back to another edition of Rural Roundup, highlighting agricultural news from across Alabama. According to the U.S. Department of Agriculture, Alabama farmers will be planting 17% more acres of corn in 2023 than they did last year. Soybeans and peanuts are also trending up with 6% and 3% increases respectively. Cotton is the crop that takes up the most acreage at 400,000. That's an 8% decrease from last year though. April and May are prime planting times, so here's a reminder to drive extra safely on county roads. You're more likely to encounter farm machinery this time of year, and it only takes 5 seconds for a car moving 55 miles an hour to close a 100-yard gap as it comes up behind a tractor going 15 miles an hour. So remember, put your phone down, keep your eyes on the road, and only pass farm machinery in passing zones or when the machine has safely pulled to the side of the road. Spring is also legislative season in Alabama. The legislature convened in March and the Alabama Farmers Federation hosted its annual Taste of Alabama legislative reception on April 5th. All state elected officials are invited to this annual event, which is also attended by farmers from every county, with Alabama agricultural products as the star.
It gives you an opportunity to showcase all the many different areas of the agriculture industry around the state of Alabama. People that hadn't been here before, once they see it, they're pretty amazed at all the different things and products that we have in agriculture here.
Number one, it lets us get with people that are from our home areas and we get a chance to catch up with them that are very involved. Number two, it allows us to get together, have fun together as a legislature, which builds relationships.
April was a busy month for farmers engaging with elected officials. While Congress was in recess, freshman Senator Katie Britt visited with farmers back home. Newly elected Congressman Dale Strong stopped by farms in his North Alabama district, and Congressman Barry Moore hosted Farm Bill listening sessions across South Alabama. Plus, Alabama FFA students all learned more about the legislative process when they visited Montgomery April 18th for FFA Day on the Hill. You can read more about all these events by visiting the Alabama Farmers Federation's YouTube page or by reading the latest news posted to alphafarmers.org. Coleman County took top honors as the Best Farm City Committee for larger counties at the annual Farm City Awards in April. Autauga County was named runner-up in that category. For the smaller counties, Geneva earned the top honor, with Cherokee County as runner-up. Awards were also presented in a number of other categories. Plus, Deborah Huggins Davis of Pike County was named Volunteer of the Year, while Brady Dunn of Houston County received the Service Award. The luncheon also honors students for winning the State Farm City Poster, Essay, and Video contests. And the big announcement that tops off the awards luncheon is the Farm of Distinction. For 2023, that honor goes to Haynes Farms in Coleman County. You'll meet them in a special feature coming up this summer. To see all the award winners from this year's Farm City program, visit alphafarmers.org and click on the Headlines section under the News tab. Well, Stacy Little cooks a lot of things that are really good, but some of them rise to the level of being the best. Stick around and see what I mean as the Southern Bite Chef creates the best key lime pie.
Hi, I'm Dani Carroll, Regional Extension Agent for Alabama Extension, and today we're talking about planting blueberries. Now, why are we talking about this in winter? Stick around and find out. You may think that blueberries are only for planting in the spring, but now is a great time to do so. Our soils stay warm throughout winter, and this allows for root growth and for these plants to become established, even though we may not see much growth on the above ground part. So typically in Alabama, we recommend rabbit eye blueberries. You know, we have a lot of different varieties, and it's best if you have 2 different varieties for cross-pollination. That's really going to boost your crop. In order to have cross-pollination, you need 2 blueberry plants that are blooming at the same time. So if you're going with some of the early varieties, you would want to have 2 different varieties of the early types. If you want the later varieties, you would want 2 different varieties that bloom at the same time but later. As far as pruning goes, blueberries may be one of the lowest maintenance plants. However, you can see here as they grow every year, they get taller and taller. And blueberries bloom off of last year's wood. So what grows this year or this past year, this is going to have your blooms for next year. So typically after we harvest, once these, get way above our head where it's hard to harvest, we may prune down right after so that they still have time to grow throughout the year. And I like to keep blueberry plants, about head height, because to me that's the perfect way to pick them. Growing your own fruit can be very rewarding. Try adding blueberries to your garden and watch them grow.
What we eat, what we wear. It all starts somewhere. And if it's good, it usually starts with a farmer. And that somewhere is right here in Alabama. In a field, in a barn, on a tractor. Right now, there's a farmer starting something good for all of us. And it all starts right here in Alabama.
There's no such thing as downtime when you own a farm. This is your land. You tend it and try to get the most from it, no matter the weather or time of day. It's been that way for generations. And for generations, your local quality co-op store has been there for you, with a full range of agriculture supplies and services, from feed to fertilizer, seed to grain storage, and the right hardware for any application. You'll always find what you need, plus friendly, knowledgeable advice at your local quality co-op store. There's one near you.
For more Simply Southern, follow us on social media. And while you're online, visit our website, simplysouthern.tv.net. Simply Southern continues in a moment.
Sweet Grown Alabama, we just saw it as such an amazing platform to be able to market for farmers and small Alabama businesses.
Being a niche producer, a commercial mushroom laboratory, it's very important that we kind of get the word out about who we are. And Sweet Grown has been monumental in helping us do that.
I think just support your local community, your neighbor. That's the backbone.
Discover what's growing in your neck of the woods at sweetgrownalabama.org.